Hey Gemini, welcome back to my channel. Just like to say a big thanks and a warm welcome to any new subscribers or watchers. Thanks for the likes, the subscriptions, the shares and the comments. I really appreciate it. It's all good. This is your November general reading. I will be using Gilded Tarot and Nature Whisper cards. I've also pulled you a secret colour card and a message from your angel for extra guidance and support for the month of November. We'll be doing your romance reading, but I won't be doing that till later on. So let's get started. So the overall feel you've got is Carissa. Oh, sorry, moving my camera. And basically this says, you are at the end of a cycle in your life. Call upon angels to comfort you and to guide you to your next step. Happiness awaits for you now. When I was pulling the cards, I was kind of getting the feeling that some of yous, obviously this is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't. If you want a personal reading, all my details are in the detail box below. For some of yous, I get the feeling that, you know, the last month has been a bit of a struggle for you. And basically it's saying that, you know, that chapter's about to end now. Things are going to start looking up in the month of November. Okay, that's for your general. You've also got, the next card you've got is Rainbow. It's an absolutely beautiful card to get. Let's just read that. So it says, connect to spirit and nature. So maybe you're just needing to be out and about in nature. Spirit are maybe trying to give you signs. You know, sometimes we say that if you see a robin, that's someone from afterlife trying to communicate. Any kind of like birds, anything that sticks out. Rainbow ray is a combination of many colours together, making it a very powerful and regenerating energy to work with. Rainbow allows you to lighten up and feel happier, more alive, and also opens the mystical realm, connecting you to spirit, fairies, angels and your creativity. Okay, so go to the park, look around, find a tree that attracts you, stand and still and focus when feeling the trees pull as it beckons you. Okay, so just try and get some sort of out in nature, out in the garden. Your link to spirit in November is going to be extra strong. They're going to be sending you signs, you know, saying things are going to pick up. I just feel that you're maybe just a bit exhausted this month, but let's get into it anyway. This is your work one. The first one you've got is acceptance of love. Okay, for some of you guys, you've maybe made a connection at work with someone and it's saying, you know, it's okay to accept that love now. You've maybe been unsubconsciously putting that out there, but it's saying, you know, there's green in this card, the healing has been done. It's pretty well rooted, okay? So some of yous will be maybe involved with someone at work, or you're going to meet someone at work and it's saying, you know, this connection's quite deep, you know, it's got a good bond in there. For some of the other you guys, it just basically means that you've got to love the job that you're in, okay? You're maybe not feeling the love, or you are feeling the love for the job that you're doing. Some of yous might move on, some of yous are willing to accept the good with the bad at work, and that's fine, or whatever creative output you're doing. But you know, just accept any flaws or things that are kind of pulling you downwards. Now, you're maybe trying to get on at work, you know, you maybe like your job, you really enjoy what you're doing, you're passionate about what you're doing within work or creative outputs, and that's totally fine. You've got on top of that the Chariot in reverse, so this tells me that things are not moving on as you'd like them to move, so it's maybe not progressing or growing. I want to say growing because there's so much tree and foliage in the acceptance of love card. But this on top of it is just saying to me, you're not moving forward, you're not developing or growing the way that you would like to. And I think once you get past that barrier, you know, you're going to love what you're doing even more, okay? Again, if you've met someone at work, things are maybe just not moving on. The Chariot reverse talks about not moving forward, there's no movement, okay? Things are maybe a bit stagnant in that area, okay? And that's maybe down to you just accepting the love there, okay? So either or, if you're in a relationship or if it's to do with your work, the Chariot upside down means that you're not travelling, there's no movement, you're kind of stuck, maybe stuck in a rut even. Right, let's have a look at home. At home, you've got the card maintain your childlike spirit, okay? So lighten up. We can see the girl here, she's on the swing, she's doing things that she loved in her childhood. And with that, you feel a bit freer, a bit lighter. And that's what it's urging you to do. So if you've got kids, or your family or your friends have got kids and you don't, maybe just doing a bit of babysitting, or trying to get them to babysit your kids even. But it's just saying be childlike, so have that naivety, that humour, that kind of attitude at home, okay, for your family life. You've also got the Queen of Wands on top of this. Now, Gemini, I know this is not you, you're an air sign. This can denote to a man or a woman, or it can just be someone who's taken on the energy. It can represent a fire sign, which would be Leo, Sag, and what's the other fire sign? Aries. As the Queen of Wands, she's quite nurturing, she's quite creative, she's very passionate about what she does. She's not got a great eye for detail, okay? If this is not you, or you're not taking on this energy, this could be someone within your family or friends. But just watch, because this card can also indicate jealousy. So it might be some sort of jealousy around your family life. Maybe this person can see how, what a good family life you have, and they're maybe a bit jealous of that situation. So if it's not you, this could be a female who is maybe not going to be saying it. They're nurturing in their own way, but they can be a bit jealous at times. So maybe that's something that you have to pay attention to. Right, so what's the unexpected for the month of November? Bountiful harvest. This is a beautiful card to get. We can see here she has the world in her hands, so things maybe haven't... she has the world in her hands. There is a dove there which indicates some sort of inner peace, okay? So things have maybe been a bit tight at the moment, but this is telling you that things are going to change in the month of November. We can see here she's holding the world out like she's gifting it, so maybe you're going to receive some sort of support, some sort of finances, some sort of resources, some sort of help, that you're not going to be struggling for what you need, because it's going to be that you might not have a lot of money, it might not, but you have enough like food in your cupboards, electric's on, you have enough to build upon, okay? So it's saying maybe if things have been a bit what's the word, lacking in the last month, and things have been tight, or you've been struggling, that things are going to change. Okay, this is going to be an unexpected, so this might be some sort of support or help that you're going to receive from someone, and they're going to offer you that support, but you still feel a bit, you are quite independent, and you're maybe feeling a bit like the Hanged Man. You feel that you're, things are in, you're in suspension, things are maybe paused, they're not going as quick or changing as you would like, okay? But that is usually for a reason. There's usually something that you have to learn with a Hanged Man, I would like to say, make you realise, or make you look at it from another point of view. He is upside down, so maybe things have been a bit upside down of late. You're feeling a bit like you're in a rut, you're maybe stuck, you want to be providing these things for yourself, you don't want to have to be gifted these things. But if the shoe was on the other, if it wasn't you and it was someone else, you'd be right there to help that person. So just don't forget that, Gemini, okay? Right, so what's your role going to be this month? Alright, you've got the Be Your Best Self Always card. This is a beautiful card to get. This talks to me, there's a lot of air bubbles in here within the war, so this talks about your emotions. It's trying to get that balance within yourself, okay? So you've maybe been struggling it for the last month. You maybe got a lot of responsibilities, you've got a lot of things to do. You're maybe over analysing even things in your own mind. You're maybe over analysing your thoughts, your processes. But it's saying just to be your best self always, okay? So it's about gaining the balance, looking after yourself, making sure you're okay, because like we can get up, we've got the cold, we can go and do things, go to work, get the family ready, whatever you have to do, kids off to school, whatever, looking after your pets and so on. But if you're not in your top tip condition to do that, then you can't be your best self, because because you're not looking after yourself, you're looking after everybody else's needs. And sometimes, you have to be a bit selfish because it's benefiting everybody else in the long run. You need to take that time out, you need to meditate, you need to relax, you need to have a bath, you need to look after yourself, you need to eat properly, you need to try and get as much sleep as you can if that's possible, and then so that when you do get up, you're ready for the day. On top of that, you've got the Four of Swords. Now that just kind of reinforces everything I've just said. So the Four of Swords just talks about you're feeling mentally drained, okay? The swords are about thoughts and communication. It's the air sign. Basically, it's telling you if you don't take a break, this card is going to make you take a break, okay? So if you're not feeling that you're getting enough sleep or eating properly, already, make that change now, because if you don't, this card can, you could put you on your back, basically. You're going to end up with some sort of bug or flu or something, and then you're just not going to be able to do anything because you could have, tried to stave that off in the first place by doing the things that you needed to do for yourself. Sometimes you need to be selfish, Gemini. Right, so that's your role. Your role this month is trying, looking after yourself, getting enough sleep, try and recharge your batteries, because things do start to take a toll on you, and we can see it in that card. So what's the outcome of the month going to be? Now, when I was dealing the cards, two popped out. I wanted to get a clarifier. You've got assurance, okay? So you're just needing that assurance that, you are needed, that people will appreciate what you're doing. You're not being taken for granted. It's about having that balance again. It's about being grounded, being rooted to the earth, okay? When you're not balanced, you're not grounded, you're not thinking clearly, you're not making things, seeing things in a rational way at times, okay? And maybe you're going to get that kind of reassurance from Spirit, because you have got the Rainbow card, and that's telling you that you need to listen to Spirit. Spirit are maybe going to be more prominent in November, and they're going to try and get some sort of message through to you, whether that's in your dreams. If you're having crazy dreams, take a note of them, and then go to the Dream Dictionary and try and figure it out, okay? Because they are going to be trying to send you signs, and that's maybe to do with nature. So maybe when you're out in the garden, or you keep seeing the same bird, or it's pecking on your window, something along these lines, okay? Maybe it's just that you need to get in touch with nature so that you can feel more connected to the earth. I mean, this assurance card is a tree after all, and maybe that's what you need to do, just take it back to your roots. Now, you've got the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, so this tells me, now normally when this is upright, this is a really good, successful, financially abundant, independent sort of woman. It's a good card to get, but in reverse it's saying that you're not feeling financially stable, you're not feeling that independent, you're having to rely on maybe other people at the moment because it's in reverse, okay? So finances aren't flowing, you don't have it, you're pretty much scraping the barrel one way or another, or things aren't going well with your finances or work, okay? You're not as stable as you would like to be at the moment, okay? And you're maybe going to get that assurance that, yeah, people are, pulling around you to help, but don't be too pig-headed. Accept the help that you're going to get, okay? For clarification, why that Nine of Pentacles there, I had to pull another card, okay? So I don't normally do two cards, but I was struggling to see where this was going. And basically, this is a transition, okay? So the Death card came up on top of the Nine of Pentacles, which is telling me that this period is about to end, okay? And that might take November to get to that point, okay? Where things are going to change, they're going to turn around, something's going to end, okay? But that doesn't mean that's a person or a job. It can be, but it can also be, it can be an end of a cycle, okay? So you're reaching an end of a cycle where things have maybe not been the best, okay? But things are about to move on and something new is going to come in. When something is dead and it's cut out and it's cleared out, then you have new fertile ground to grow something on, okay? And that's what's going to develop this situation. You're going to have that room to grow and something new is going to come from that, okay? So there might be tricky times in November, but it's going to come to an end, and I've got a feeling December's going to be a lot better for you, okay? Right, Gemini, see you later.